For this video, you need 4 cotter pins, a 3/16 Allen wrench, and a wrench for your push-through bar. These items come with your equipment. It's also nice to have something sharp to cut the packaging, a pair of wire cutters to cut zip ties, and some pliers to help get any stubborn cotter pins out of the holes.
Hi, I'm Ken. I'm the assistant to the Pilates mechanic, and this is the BB Garage. And today we're going to talk about unpacking and putting together your trap table, also known as a Cadillac, or I don't care what you call it. It's the fun thing that you get to hang from.
Yeah. So my name's Kayleen. I'm the Pilates mechanic here in the BB Garage. And what Ken didn't tell you is when he's not in the garage, he's in the office running the company.
I look like I'm running the company.
Well, you got us all fooled.
Got us all fooled. Okay.
So your Cadillac is going to come in probably 2 boxes like this.
Yep.
This one that we're on, and then the canopies in the box behind us. So let's start by getting everything out of this big box.
Okay.
All right.
Ready.
So we're going to use our hands to pull the staples out and kind of basically make the top able to slide off, right?
That's it.
What's the important thing we have to remember?
Sliding your hand against the cardboard, it causes a nasty paper cut.
Yep, so be careful.
Running your fingers over the staple corners and edges causes a nasty gash.
And watch out for those staples.
So we just want to be careful.
All right, let's
Okay.
do it. I got this side.
Okay, you're going to go that way?
I'll go around this way. Yep.
Okay.
All
I think
right.
we should be good.
I think so.
Ready?
Uh-oh. There we go. Let's rotate.
Rotate?
This way.
Okay. The cardboard junkyard. All right. All right.
Looks like we got some boxes in here with some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have a
Gonna
sharp
need-
edge. I got some scissors
You got
over
one?
here.
Good.
Okay.
I'll use this. Screwdriver. Break the tape.
All right. These are pretty light.
I think so.
I don't think
Probably
there's
empty
anything in
box.
it. I think so.
Okay.
All right. So the only thing in this box is the little head support. Okay. All right. Let's get all this
Okay.
packaging material out.
All right.
That didn't
Okay.
work very well.
I'll see if I can throw mine. Okay. Want to do a lift and rotate, or you want to do a tip and slide?
Let's do a tip and slide.
Do a tip and slide.
That
Okay.
sounds good to me.
All right. Tip and slide. The important thing is we're going to tip this onto its side. We're going to pull the trap table out. We need to make sure that there's nothing sticking out of the box that might scratch the legs.
Yes.
And we need to make sure that we're sliding it onto something that's not going to scratch the trap.
Good tips.
I like this way because I don't have to lift.
There we go.
Okay.
I can get behind that.
Ready?
All right.
Rotate.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's slide the box back.
A little bit. Okay.
Oh, slack in here.
You don't have to do this, but for cinematography,
For filming purposes,
filming purposes, we're doing this. Okay?
we're sliding it back.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
This is out of the way. Okay. So
Oh, I got the heavy end over
get
here.
there. How about we just tip it forward and then we'll lift it, okay? Ready? And then slide it back. Okay.
Here we go. All right. So I know there's more to it than this, so we got to get in that big box.
We do.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right, let's get all this stuff out of this box. Same safety tips apply, right?
Right.
All right.
Paper cuts and staples, right?
Watch out.
Okay. I'll start over here. I am good.
Okay,
Good?
I think so.
All right.
All right, we got lots of cool stuff in here. Looks like all the goodies are on my side, so I'll start taking them out. I got some springs. We got more springs. Ugh. We've got a roll down bar, and a trapeze sling.
Yep.
Okay. And then some straps and some tools, important stuff in here. And then the little socks for the springs that go on the sling.
Got it.
Okay. So it looks like we just need to cut some of this stuff off.
Oh,
Yeah.
we have this guy.
Oh, you got a push-through bar over
Push
there.
the bar, yes. We'll
Good.
put this right here
Put it
maybe for
against the
now.
back, sure.
Okay?
All right.
All right. Want to cut
gotta-
this guy?
You got some. There we go.
This time to make this easier, I have some diagonal wire cutters.
Right
and
tool for the right job.
You can use a razor blade for this, but these work really good. And the other thing that works pretty good is a pair of pliers. You can grab these like cables and you can just twist the pliers and sometimes break them like this. This works really good. Just cutting them like this. Yeah. This works really good.
So easy. I think you jinxed it.
No, I think somebody's been cutting hardened steel with those wire cutters. There's a dull spot.
All right.
All right.
So we've got
Okay.
some, these look like the vertical poles.
Yep.
Okay.
2 of those.
2 of these.
Okay.
And then we've got an H shape. Right? So that's the other vertical side.
Okay.
There we go.
Got that?
And then the last thing in here is the actual top.
Right.
Top of the canopy.
How about we move this out of the way?
Okay.
All right.
All right. Oh, just watch them. They're on the poles over there. There we go. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is get the vertical poles in. I think that's our plan of attack. We need to put the push-through bar on this other pair of poles. And then once we have the 4 vertical poles, then we can put the very top on it. Yep.
Let's go.
All right, so let's start with that push-through bar.
All right.
So Ken's
Okay.
going to man the push-through bar sliders.
Yep.
And I'm going to shove the poles in there.
Got it?
So you'll notice that there are 3 black holes on this pole. That's how we know it goes with the push-through bar. And I want you to make sure that the holes are aligned towards the black knob that Ken is going to hold out. Okay?
So I pull out the black knob, put this thing through, and we push that through until it falls into place.
And that was a nice little snap there.
I like that.
Okay, so we went for the first hole. Doesn't matter which hole as long as it's the same on both sides.
Okay. Pull that out.
Ooh. All right,
Okay.
so we've got that set. We've got our other pieces. Let's make some room so we can get the trap table all ready for the vertical poles.
we'll prepare the trap table for the poles.
Yes.
Perfect.
All right. All right, to get your trap table ready for the canopy, we need to dig out your tools and find the Allen wrench. Ken, I think you have an Allen wrench handy, don't you? Yeah. So I see some tools in this little bag here, so I'm going to pull out the L-shaped Allen wrench. All right. And we're going to use the Allen wrench to back out the set screws on all 8 of these silver brackets on the trap frame. Okay? So we're going to back out the top 3, right? Mm-hmm. And then the bottom one, we're actually going to screw in a little bit so that it protrudes on the inside. Why are we going to do that, Ken?
Because we're going to make it easy for ourselves to put the canopy together. And when we leave the bottom one in a little bit, we'll be able to drop the tubes into the sockets just until they land on that bottom screw, holding it in place just long enough to put the cotter pin in so that we can use the cotter pin, put the canopy on, drop everything in position, and remove the cotter pin.
Yeah, because I've definitely lost a cotter pin or two putting poles in. So this is a super handy way.
Okay.
All right. So let's go ahead. You do that side, I'll do this side.
Okay.
We're going to back out the top 3 and tighten the bottom one to protrude.
Most of these guys are already backed out, and I'm going to put in the bottom one. I'm going to screw it in so it sticks in about 1 millimeter or 2 millimeters or about 1/8 of an inch. It doesn't make that much difference as long as the screw's in there.
Okay. All right, I'm all ready.
Oh. Sorry, I spaced out.
Snoozing on the job, Ken.
I started talking, and I forgot to do my job, and we're good. Okay.
All right, so we can put the Allen wrenches down for now, and we'll grab the end poles for each of these ends.
Excellent.
So one thing to note is orientation does matter. So we're going to bring the push-through bar poles over to this side, and we know it goes on this side because it has the little flap here. Okay, I don't know if you can see this. And this is just to protect the vinyl from bottom sprung push-through bar springs. So Ken, thank you very much. Watch the lights over here.
Whoa.
Okay, if you have a low ceiling or you've got a ceiling fan or lights. Yeah, exactly.
What was that? What was that?
You just want to watch out for those, okay? All right.
Put your fingers.
It's kind of a little stuck. There we
There we
go.
go. Perfect.
All right. So that's seated in there pretty well.
Yep.
Okay.
Looks good to me.
And then I'll take this other one. We get these little packaging socks off for me.
Sure.
Oh, I almost did it.
Well, let's do the bottom ones first.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, this looks a little narrow already, doesn't it? Ooh, goes right in.
Okay.
All right, so one of the things we've noticed when we've been assembling these is that sometimes this side won't fit in the brackets very well, right? And it has something to do with this slider, right, Ken?
Mm-hmm.
So if this is, so you'll see that there are 2 set screws here. If it's adjusted too narrow or too wide, then it won't line up perfectly with these brackets. So all you have to do is loosen these set screws, okay? And this bar will rotate a little bit. You have to be careful because it could come apart, but then you create a little bit of space so that then these vertical pulls can slide right in the brackets, right?
That's it.
All right.
And there's a video on this someplace, right?
Yeah, so
There's
if you
going
need,
to be a video?
there is going to be a video. If you need more tuning tips for your Cadillac or RTC canopy, you can go check out the BB Garage website, which is, do you know the address?
Pilates.com/BB Garage.
Yeah, you got it.
There we go.
Good. All right. So this one looks pretty good, so I'm going to leave it here. Okay? What are you doing over there? Oh, see, I didn't look up. Okay? So these eye bolts are a little bit funky looking, right? So to loosen these, to spin them, we're going to have to loosen these thumb screws here. Okay? So I'm holding on to this part so it doesn't go sliding down. We loosen these, then we can eyeball line these up and tighten this thing back up again.
Nice job.
Thanks for the tip, Ken.
Okay, all right.
Okay, let's get the canopy on,
Let's
the
do
very
it.
top.
Okay.
So again, we're gonna have to walk this around because your safety strap side goes with the push-through bar. Okay. So Ken, why don't you go that way and I'll go this way.
Is this the canopy hokey pokey?
Woo! Slider's a little loose.
All right.
You do the hokey pokey and you
Just
turn the top
yourself,
around.
That's what
Okay.
it's all about.
So again, I'm gonna have to watch these lights
You're
here.
really going to have to watch those lights.
Oh, you know what we didn't do?
What?
We didn't check these set screws.
Ah, we did. Okay, let's do that.
So again, we're trying to assemble things with set screws. So just take your finger, okay, and check on the inside of these brackets to make sure that the set screws aren't protruding so that this will set right on top of those bars. Okay?
Do you want to flip this around so we can show
Sure.
Mr. Cameraman?
Mr. Cameraman. Okay.
So inside here
Yes.
is what we're looking for. This screw here could go too far through, and then we can't drop it down onto the canopy. We just have to loosen the screw, that's all.
Yep. But all
Okay.
these look pretty good.
All right.
All right. So I'm going to have to be a little creative here to avoid this light.
You go first.
Thank you. I'm coming your way.
Okay.
You all right? Whoa! Let me come back a little bit.
Okay, I'm going to come this way.
You got it?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay, you got your two on?
There we go.
All right, I don't have mine on yet, but I will. There we go.
All right.
We're
Okay.
on.
So before we tighten up all these set screws so that the canopy and these poles don't rotate anymore or slide out, we want to check and make sure that everything slides smoothly. Okay. So push-through bar is something to notice. We want to make sure it swings freely. Okay. And then adjusting the push-through bar sliders, you pull those black knobs out, lift both sides evenly, and listen for the click into place, okay? We want to maintain that looseness as we tighten down the frame. So let's start with I'm getting ahead of myself here, Ken.
Mm-hmm.
What are we forgetting?
My turn?
No.
Check this slider.
Cotter pins.
Oh.
See, this is
Okay.
the danger of
Perfect.
deviation.
All right.
Okay.
Are you calling me a deviant? No.
I would never.
Okay, all right.
So, cotter pins, thank you, I'll
Okay.
take two. Just like we mentioned in the beginning, the cotter pins are what actually set the real height of this canopy. So they're going to slide right in this hole on the pole here. And they should come out the other side, okay? Sometimes it takes me a little while to find the opposite hole. There we go.
Now this one I'm having trouble with. Let's see. I got through the first hole, but I can't find the second hole.
I think I jinxed you.
Yeah, I'm going to try the other side. Just
Okay.
this time I can do that. There we go.
There we go.
And then I'll do the same thing on this side.
So once Ken has those cotter pins in, we're going to take the Allen wrenches, okay, one for each of us. And what we'll do is loosen the very bottom set screw so that the poles lower. You can see they'll lower about an inch so that the cotter pins now rest on the top of the brackets. Okay. Hey, there
I
it
finally
is.
got it. Okay.
All right. So let's do your end first, Ken.
All right.
You got that Allen wrench.
You ready?
Okay, and I'll give it a little hold just to...
Sorry, wrong hole. Okay. And that one should drop.
There we go.
Okay.
Seats really nicely on those cotter pins.
All right.
Can't believe we almost forgot about this.
I know. It would have been a do-over. I got it.
It would have been a do-over. Thank you. Okay. There we go.
There you go. Nicely done.
All right. So
Okay.
now we're going to recheck all these moving parts before we tighten down. So you can go ahead. Ken's going to slide that slider up and down.
Yep.
Okay.
So far, so good.
Cool. And then the push-through bar moves. So we know everything is in a good spot. Okay. All right, let's tighten down the set screws.
Okay. Got it.
Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. We're just going righty-tighty here. And how tight are you making these, Ken?
Just to the point to where the screw contacts the metal and just kind of wants to tell me that it wants to stop. Not very tight at all.
Yeah, so a lot of people think that because this is just a friction grip, that it's got to be super tight. That's actually not the case. This is a pretty sturdy way to secure something. All right, you good?
Good.
Everything still slides. We're going to do the top now.
Yep.
Okay,
Still sliding.
let's get this out of the way. So I'm just going to take this. I think it's loose. Yep. Super smooth. Okay. So if your sliders or your push-through bar don't slide smoothly and you can't figure it out, right? You've been messing with the set screws, it's just not working for you, please call Balance Body Technical Support. They are really good at walking you through any of these little problems that might be unique to, you know, your situation. Okay?
Final
Okay.
check?
Let's check.
Okay.
Making sure these set screws are snug. More snug now than when we first tightened them. Okay. All right. And then we take the cotter pins out.
Ready to go.
All right. Oh, I have the wrong tool. My fingers
right.
are a little fat today.
Right. But look what I got this time.
Hey! Another instance of the right tool at the right time.
Man, this is so much easier.
So much easier. But you did show me a really cool trick a little while earlier.
Take your
okay?
choice.
I'm going to use the cotter pin to get the other cotter pins out,
Okay.
hopefully.
Hopefully.
Okay, so I'm just going to stick the cotter pin through the other hole of the cotter pin and then yank it out.
Little twist makes it even easier.
Ha! Look at that.
No tool required.
Well, you got to get one out first. All right.
Piece of cake. Got it.
Sorry about that. All right, so our canopy's secure, our table's ready. Let's get some of these goodies on here.
Let's go.
All right. So I'm going to look in this clear package. We've got a strap. This is one of those straps that goes around the table. Okay. And then we've got 2 cotton loops, which I believe go with some leg springs.
They do.
Yeah?
Want some leg springs to go with your cotton
I
loops?
would love some leg springs.
2 leg springs.
Thank you. Okay. So I'm just putting these springs on wherever I think is good for now, but when I'm working with my clients, I move them around all the time. So exactly where you put these is going to depend on what you're using or what you're trying to do with the exercise. Okay. I'm just going to slide this up a little bit. Okay. I got those long yellows. We'll slide those
Coming
on.
up.
You want to put those black ones up on the slider?
Happy to.
Okay. And then the black springs are really cool. They're really cool because they have these little sleeves that go on, so that when you're doing stuff with the sling, your feet don't get, caught on all this metal stuff. Okay. Roll down bar for you.
Or for some guys, the hair on their legs.
Hair on the legs, yes, yes, important. Okay.
There we go.
There we go. Okay. That roll down bar can go on those long yellows probably. We also got a set of thigh cuffs and wrist cuffs. So if you have clients who can't keep these regular loops on their feet or they can't grip anything with their hands, these are fantastic. Okay. We just have a few more springs. Thank you, sir. Pick a hook, any hook.
Pick a hook. All right.
All right. So I think that's everything that comes standard, yeah?
That's it.
But we do have one add-on to talk about,
We do.
right? So this doesn't come standard, but it's an option. You can get a cushion here, and this trap table has a really handy feature, okay? So this little drawer slides out, and then your cushion can go right up next to here, so that if you're working with someone and they need a little bit more table for their head or whatever, you got it, okay? And then it slides right out of the way easy. So if that's something you want, be sure to talk to your sales rep about upgrading.
Think we should show them how to use a dolly strap?
We can put it on.
Let's put it
Let's
on.
put it on, okay?
Yeah, lots of times people don't even use this.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of a cool thing. And it has a buckle on it. And sometimes people get freaked out by the buckle. And so it would be kind of cool to show how this thing works
Okay.
and get it all set up and stuff. So
That is an intimidating looking buckle.
it is an intimidating looking buckle, yes. But we can show how it works on camera really easy, and then we'll do it in person.
Sure.
It basically comes up from the bottom. Comes up through this side like this. And then it goes through here like this. So once it goes through the two places, it's locked in, okay? So we can put it around the whole machine. And it just lays like that. You can
Yeah.
make it as tight as you want.
Yep. And that's really nice for people if they're doing prone work, right? They can go put their feet under it so they don't go anywhere. Okay.
Got it. And then once I put this thing together, I usually just put the buckle underneath the whole trap.
Get it out of the
Get
way,
it out of the way.
away from that vinyl. We don't want the buckle to tear the
Okay.
vinyl.
And then we'll just roll it around like this,
Cool.
and that's done.
All right. Anything else?
I can't think of anything else.
I think we're all set to have a nice session on this Cadillac.
Let's get this trash out of here.
All right.
I'm talking about this stuff, not this stuff. Okay,
This is a beautiful piece of equipment.
okay.
All right, so if you need more videos like this one about your equipment, you can check out the BB Garage at pilates.com/BB Garage. We'll see you there.
Be good.